I wanted to say something in light of the election. Don't worry, it's not about the election, so if you're trying to avoid that subject, I think you're fine with this video. But I thought it was important for me to say that in case anybody doesn't know this or is uncertain about this, that I want this channel and this community, I mean, it's really tiny, so I don't even know if it can technically be called a community, but regardless, I want this channel to be a place where somebody can just feel welcomed, no matter what you believe, no matter what you look like, or any of that. If you are a human being, I want you to feel welcome here. And there's always going to be misunderstanding and assumptions people make and false conclusions that and it's sort of this confirmation bias thing that's negative, like it's on the defensive. People will automatically think negatively of certain things, and I just wanted to clear that up for me personally, and hopefully everybody else in the comments. Now, I realize that you may have probably noticed the crucifix that's hanging on my wall in the living room, and yes, I am Catholic, and I do follow the teachings of the church, and I know that's gonna sound really bad to some of you because of what you believe the church teaches, and I know even if you investigated it and actually looked into why it teaches what it teaches, you probably would still disagree with it. But I want to make it clear that for me personally, if there is a teaching of the church that is controversial, I look into it, I study it, I look at both sides of the argument, and I guess 95% of the time I do end up agreeing with the church's teaching. Now, again, people might think that's a bad thing, but I just want to say that despite whatever you may believe about the church, about Catholics, about Christians, just please, all the negative stuff, please try to give me the benefit of the doubt, because I can promise you that I care about all of you. I want everyone to feel loved and to feel safe. So if you have to just kind of ignore the fact that I'm Catholic, I mean, so be it. I want you to feel safe, and I want you to feel accepted. I realize it might be hard to understand how I can agree with the teachings of the church and also accept everybody and believe for equality for everybody. I know in some people's minds that's just going to be like an oxymoron. Like, you can't do that. I mean, the church is automatically has all these negative things. And I understand where you're coming from. Obviously, I can't completely relate, but I do believe that I can understand a little bit where you're coming from, and I don't blame you. I don't blame anybody, because there's just so much misinformation out there. Nobody is completely on top of, like, you know, the truth and all that. I don't believe I am. I know I have problems. I am a sinner, okay? It would be completely hypocritical of me to not want certain people to watch my videos just because I believe that they are probably living in sin. Why? Because everybody is living in sin, okay? There is not one perfect person in existence, except for Jesus, obviously. And while, yes, some sins are worse than others, there is always forgiveness. There is no such thing as a sin too bad for forgiveness. Forgiveness is there for everybody. Everybody who wants it. Everybody who needs it. Jesus did not come to earth for the saints. He came here for the sinners. The worst of the worst. That is who Jesus came here to save. He loves you, and he gave his life for you, and will guide you to the truth and to a place where only love and joy and truth exists. I realize a lot of you may not be Christian, and so, you know, you're just like, whatever, she's just saying all this. But regardless of what you believe about Christ or about Christianity, I hope you can at least believe me when I say that I will accept anybody, and I love all of you. No matter how much we disagree politically, how much we disagree morally, I love you regardless. And as I said before, I want everybody to feel safe. Even though, you know, I may be negative sometimes because I'm going through a lot of stuff, and so that's going to come through. My emotional problems, my psychological problems, my health problems, it's pretty negative, and I know that a lot of it comes through, but everybody's struggling, everybody needs help, everybody needs a place where they can feel safe, and obviously I can't promise you some horrible person isn't gonna decide to attack everybody in the comments. You know, I'll delete it if I see it, but please know that I welcome all of you. I feel like I've repeated myself a couple times. I do that on occasion when I really want to drive a point home. I end up saying it several times in slightly different ways, so hopefully it's very clear what I'm saying. And if anybody stops watching my videos, I'll be a little sad, but you know, if you feel the need to do that, do what you need to do for your own sanity, for your emotional well-being. If you believe that's what it takes, if you don't feel welcome here because I'm Catholic or for any other reason. Okay, so I have said everything I wanted to say, I think. So that's it. I really hope I can help everybody feel loved and welcomed. Now my arm is dying on me, so I don't know, I'm having a hard time ending this particular video. I guess because part of me is wondering if I could have said something better, or there's something more I should say, or, you know, things like that. But, you know, I'm just gonna have to hope. I'm just gonna have to hope that you get it. So yeah, no matter what you may feel, you are loved and you are important. Your life matters so much. I'm not the best at expressing certain feelings and emotions, so peace out.